How to work with shame from a body-based perspective. Well, first of all, shame is a hidden experience. For most of us, we do not have access to our shame. Shame is categorized really by an experience that is in the dark. It's like we put it in the back room, we shut the door, we lock it, and we forget about the room, the lock, and the door. We really do not bring it into our experience. But what's interesting about that is that just because it isn't in our experience, like we're not aware of it continuously, that doesn't mean that it doesn't govern our life, that it doesn't control who we spend time with, how we see ourselves, the risks that we take in life, where we're at in life. It's continuously there underneath the surface, but we're just not consciously aware of it. So how to work with this from a body-based perspective, which really it is the only way to work with it, because without bringing awareness into the body, we're not going to be aware of the shame. We're not going to be aware of that density. And the manifestation of shame can be really hard, rigid muscles, or it can be areas of the body, muscles that are absent in awareness, like they have no awareness within them. So working with the body, any type of somatic practice is going to bring up our shame, and it's got to be done in a certain type of way. The only way that we can really do this in an effective way is to ask the question, what am I not aware of? What in my experience am I not aware of? We can ask this, we can say this question into the body, and the body will start to respond. And first of all, it may just be a slight tension, a slight holding in a certain area of the body. I often notice that if I get in my mind too much, my right leg or my hip down to my knee, it starts to tense up, it starts to clench. But if I don't bring awareness to it, I don't even know it's clenched. I don't even know that it's quite rigid, So when I bring awareness to it, I can feel the density of what's going on there, and it's so hidden, it's so out of awareness. For me, this is where shame resides. There's not an exact science here, so don't get caught up on what I'm saying too much in terms of like, oh, the shame in his leg. I don't mean it like that, but what I do mean is that shame manifests in a physical way as well as a psychological way, and the physical aspect of that is often areas of the body that we just cannot feel. We don't even know we can't feel them, If we was going to feel everything in our body, if we was going to feel our body fully, just like we do when we're children, we're going to have a lot more feeling content. We're going to have a lot more feeling somatic experiences. But because we're shut off and we get cut down and cut off from things, we tend not to feel as much, not even close. So the physical manifestation of this is this rigidity or the absence of feeling, two polar opposites of experience, interestingly enough, but very real and very somatic. And when we start to breathe and feel into these areas, when we bring our awareness down from the mind and into the body, in my case, my right leg, which just for whatever reason is quite hard and rigid when I'm not aware of it. When I start to do this, I get in touch with that which I'm not normally typically aware of on a moment by moment basis. And when we can feel more, when we can feel parts of ourselves that we can't normally feel, then we can start to work with shame in a direct way. Because as I say, many of us, we don't even know we've got shame. We don't even really know that it's there. If somebody was to ask you, like, what are you ashamed of? You just try and make something up. But shame is like, you may have an idea of shameful things that you've done, but the deeper reality of shame resides in the body. And it's usually much bigger than we actually realize. It's usually much more in control than we realize. So breathing, feeling, giving attention, awareness to the body and to that which we're not aware of, we can really start to open to shame. We can really start to work with it and heal it ultimately. We don't want to just play it safe all the time. We need to be vulnerable and courageous and actually show parts of ourselves that we don't want to show. That's shame. We all know them sides of ourselves that we don't want people to see, but there's a deeper experience to that. There's another layer and another layer and another layer. And we only really get to those deeper layers when we breathe, feel, and inspect the body on a deeper level. When we actually give attention to the body in a fundamental and direct way. So let me know if you've got any questions about this, guys. It is a big topic. I could explore this over a few videos, to be fair. There's so much to be said. But let me know what you think. Thank you.